Welcome to the channel again, welcome to Red Ang Revival. We're back here, don't know if you saw my last episode, but I picked up Speedy, as she's now called. I picked her up from the garage, Triumph, North London, and it is awesome to have her back. As you can see, the weather has taken a turn for the worse. It's horrible out here, it's tipping it down. Not a great day for motorbiking, but I don't know if you caught on the last episode, I'm actually weaning myself off of a anti-SSRI, antidepressant medication, and I'm feeling okay. I'm doing well, it's going well, but I am feeling it does make you feel like a little bit sort of empty, a little bit on edge. So it's a weekend, I haven't got much on, so I thought I want to get the bike out. Gonna throw the proverbial middle finger up to the weather and basically just gonna go for a ride. Gonna head up north, stay in a cheap hotel, and then tomorrow got a wicked exciting day tomorrow where the weather's gonna get better, and we're gonna go to Triumph Hinckley, the headquarters of where Speedy was born. It may have been Thailand, but it's where she was designed. Really important to stay active when you're feeling bad. I've dragged myself out of the house. Gonna jump on the bike now. I've got everything packed up. Let's hit the road and just feel good. Once you get riding, you feel good, whatever the weather. Okay, guys. Finally got there. Cool, that took a... Whoop, steady. Always got to have your wits about you in the city. Got there in the end. It took a while. I'm just packing up everything for this trip. Just a ride out to keep active. As I was saying, I'm coming off of my I'm being really open here, transparent, just so maybe it can help some people feel more comfortable if they're in the same position. Forgive me if my speech is where I'm concentrating, it's tricky in the city, but yeah, I'm out for a ride. I'm coming off of some antidepressant medications. I'm actually halving my dose. My channel's all about mental health and motorbiking. I'm feeling a bit sketchy, so I wake up this morning. What I would have done in the past is just pretty much just stay in the house, watch TV and just nurse myself until your body adjusts to the new medication or coming off of the medication. Yeah, I think it's really not the best thing to do. It can seem like it is the best thing to do, and I know, trust me, how hard it can be to pick yourself up and get out there and do something, whether it be ride your motorbike or anything. Just go for a walk or go and see some friends or get a coffee. It's easier just to hold yourself up, blame the medication and blame the world that there's something wrong with you, and just be comfortable. Where my new approach for this new year, 2022, is, along with a few things, but one of the main ones is basically seek discomfort. Now it may sound risky, but seek discomfort in a sensible way. But I'm gonna do things that make me uncomfortable and things that take you outside of yours. A couple of guys learning to ride, that's always good to see. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some things that take you out of your comfort zone, me out of my comfort zone, and try and push the boundaries a bit to progress my mental health more. So yeah, let me know if you think that's a good idea or not. I'm sure we'll have a few setbacks along the way, but that's the plan. Yeah, I'm going to push myself a little bit more. Need some fuel. That's annoying. So the weather is terrible, which is not ideal, and this is not the most exciting ride, but it's something to do. I already feel a little bit better just getting on the bike, to be honest. It's so good for you. But we're going to go up the M1 in this rain, which is, to be honest, once you're going, it's a bit of a faff, I find, getting all of the waterproof gear on, and you know, I put 2 layers of socks on because it's pretty cold as well. I'm going to have to concentrate here. Bear with me. Made it. Yeah, I find it a bit of a faff in this weather getting geared up, so you're all good to go. But once you're going, I don't mind it. It's different. Now, I have got brand new tyres on, set of brand new tyres on, so I'm going to be taking it pretty easy. Obviously, because new tyres, you need to wear them in, and especially if you're coming out in rain, it's even more slippy. So I'll be mindful of that. But that's all part of motorbiking for me. That's what I love about it. It's being mindful. Even if it's not perfect weather, and I've got new tyres and it's raining, it could be slippy, it's a grey, dismal day, I'm being mindful of preparing the right gear, all of my right gear for the trip, being mindful of the road conditions and my tyres as well. It just brings me out of my head. Alright, oh, you can see it's bad weather. Oh, speedy! Little adventure. Well, we're just pulling into Heston services, just fueling up. We haven't got far so far, but I need some fuel due to my terrible planning and not fueling up when I should. Yeah, so this trip, I think we're going to make it a little bit further than Heston services, which is fantastic news. Right, we're all fueled up. Let's hit the road again. Sunny old England roads. Got about an hour and a half ride now. Yeah, so let's get some miles under the belt. Woo! Just being really careful on the tyres around corners. Just taking it really steady. You never know. Oh, look at that. Let the adjoining traffic join nice and freely, so move over a lane and let them join. Bit of roadcraft for you there. Again, that's it's just small things like that. I know it may sound silly, but it really helps the mental health, that I find. Especially motorbiking. It's thinking ahead. Just little things like that with joining traffic onto a motorway. You can see it ahead, anticipate it, move into the other lane, so everything happens smoothly, and also you're in the safest position you can be on a motorbike. Just little things like that, but the whole time is great for your mind, the sort of mindfulness. It really helps. Woo! That was I had the GoPro off for a lot of that, but I think there's a storm coming through, so I looked at the weather forecast. I knew it was going to be pretty bad, but that was, yeah, tipping it down. We've got about 60 miles to go, 50, 60 miles to go. Just stopped here at the services. We're at Toddington Services. Someone admiring old Speedy there. Happens a lot. Yeah, it's going, grab a coffee. That's certainly blown the cobwebs away. Taken my mind off of how I was feeling, so that's a benefit. We'll go in, grab a coffee, warm up a little bit. It's cold with the rain and the wind. Yeah, all good so far. Okay guys, so where are we? McDonald's or Burger King, one of the two. Gone for a quick stop. Gone to eat light. I've eaten had a sandwich earlier, so gone for chicken fries, white Americano, barbecue smoky dip. Wonderful stop at the station. Yeah, when we're done, when we're refueled, we'll get back out to the bike. And I've actually got a really little nifty tool. We'll just check the tyre pressures on the bike. We can do it just here. Check everything's okay on the bike. Pressures are cool. Check the tyres. Check everything's safe. If not, we can just fill them up with air at the petrol station. But everything should be okay. So we'll just fuel up and then hit the road. It's looking pretty windy out there. That was nice. So quick little stop for a drink and a relax to recharge. I'm quite tired actually. Maybe partly due to after coming off of these pills I'm doing, but yeah, it's quite an intense ride. It's really loads of wind came through and it's just belting it down on the motorway. It's quite fun though. It's like a mini little adventure. Yeah, what I was saying, let's go and check the tyres really quickly at the station. I got this nifty little tool. I'll pop a link down below in the video's description, but yeah, I'm just check the tyre pressure instead of having to go over to the fuel station where the air is and pay your 20p, 50p, whatever it is. I just quickly check it with this just to check that, you know, especially in conditions like this when it's raining loads, and I've got brand new tyres as well, so they're potentially slippy, and it's a few hour journey, so a longish trip. It's worth keeping your tyre pressure nice and at the right pressure. Actually, now I've come to do the tyre pressure. I've just seen I'm missing a cap for the valve. That's annoying. Shows it's worth doing, worth checking. I didn't notice that before I left actually. Should have spotted that. I'll have to get a new one of those. Perfect, 2.5, bang on. Oh, ideal. So it's really accurate, this little thing. It does it to the 0.2 of a decimal point, something like that. It's accurate anyway. That's ideal, 2.5 bars, so that's perfect for the rear. I think the front is 2.3, so check that now. Little bit low on the front, 2.15. I'm not too concerned about that. Sorry, just yeah, a little bit low on the front, so it should be 2.3. We're at 2.15, so a bar and a 0.1 of a bar out, if that makes sense. Anyway, it's not quite on, it's a little bit off. I think we'll be alright. I think I'm going to push on until we get to the hotel, and then tomorrow we can look at topping it up. But I'm pretty happy with it. Feels okay on the road, so I'm pretty happy with that. Well, at least it stopped raining now, but it's getting dark, but that's alright. M1 North, that's the ticket. Right, so we're just coming back onto the M1 after that break. This is intense. Okay. Alright, concentrate, Redang. So yeah, I've got about 50 minutes to go. It's pretty much, let's say, dark now, which actually I hope you can see on the GoPro alright. We'll test how good these GoPros are. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this is like, it was tipping it down between the Heston services and Toddington, like seriously tipping it down, and really windy as well, but it's like, it really brings you out of your head. I'm feeling, to be completely honest, when I got to that Toddington services where we just stopped, I was feeling pretty tired. I don't know whether it's down to coming off this medication or, you know, it's quite an intense ride anyway, so let's look at it like that. But yeah, I'm feeling great now. Bit of food and a coffee, some water, hydrate, and now yeah, it's gone dark and you have to have your wits about you on the motorway in the dark, especially on a motorbike, also when it's raining and windy. But again, I'm trying my hardest to concentrate here and be mindful and just really be in the moment. It's like a proper little adventure, this. So I'm just like blabbling on, probably talking too much. Hope it's not too boring, but yeah, I'm just driving 2 hours up the motorway to Premier Inn just outside Rugby. And then the next day tomorrow we're going to head to Hinckley, where which is going to be epic, where the triumphs are made. But yeah, I mean, just in England, guys, in the winter, just get out on the roads and go for a ride, whatever the weather is, whatever it's like. It's really good for you, just clears your head. That's what I love about motorbiking. You can just hop on and go on your own little adventure whenever you want. And I will say, my hands are freezing. But I just keep on moving them, wiggling the fingers, and it's not, I mean, if it gets dangerous and they start getting frozen and you can't really feel the brakes and clutch, etc., I'll pull over and warm them up. But it's only 50 minutes to go, and they're cold, but it's bearable. It's what living is, being out in the elements. I love it. Woo. Final destination. Not mega exciting, but I'm in the Travel Lodge Premier Inn actually. One up a bit. It's not bad. It's 39 quid for the night, which I thought was pretty good. So not the most glamorous location, but I've had a hell of a ride. It's been a bit of an adventure. I'm drenched, although my waterproof covers kept me dry on the inside. My hands on the way were Baltic. It's properly cold. Cold toes, even though I double wrap the feet, 2 layers of socks, freezing toes, freezing hands, but that's what it's all about actually. I feel good, you know. I still feel a little bit shaky and tired and not fully there due to maybe the pills, something, keep on blaming it on that. But yeah, I'm feeling good, and I'm gonna spend the night here. Speedy's gonna be here in the car park. I'm sure it'll be fine. There's CCTV all around. I'm a little bit concerned. So hope you can see me alright. It's quite dark, but it's heavy duty, this chain. It's an Oxford, well, it says Oxford Hardcore XL on it. I'll put a link in the video's description anyway to the correct one. But yeah, I don't lug this everywhere because it is so hardcore. But I had the room, so I just chucked it in the pannier here. But yeah, I'll get her on, and this is, yeah, it's not going anywhere with this around it unless someone turns up with a heavy duty industrial angle grinder with them, which I wouldn't put it past them. Please don't do that. And we're into the room. It's not a bad room, these Premier Inns. One thing about the Premier Inns, the beds. If you haven't been, they're the best beds I've ever slept in Premier Inn, seriously. Such good value for money. It's 39 quid a night, which, yeah, in like, or if you're travelling abroad in like India or somewhere, it's a lot cheaper, but the UK, it's like fully nice room, big TV, really comfy bed. I feel like a sort of promoter for the Premier Inn here. I'm not. That's a good ride. Little adventure. It makes you really mindful, pulls yourself out of your head to change the scenery. It's only about 2 hours riding, but I stopped for a coffee and a sandwich, change of scenery, bit of mindfulness, and yeah, there's cold weather. It got dark, windy. It was really windy actually. Raining. It was intense. Really had to concentrate on the road riding, but that's definitely has made me feel better. Got stuff to do now. I'm going to jump in the shower. It's about 6 o'clock. Head down. I've got a meal booked, so I'm just going to go and eat some grub, maybe have a beer. Yeah, and then come back up. I'm going to do a little bit of research for Hinckley tomorrow about the factory, the history of Triumph Hinckley, and how their headquarters are there, and read up about it. I've been wanting to do it for ages, so yeah, really excited. Cool. I'm gonna leave you there, guys. I'm sweltering in this. I got about 6 layers on under here. I'm sweating. Thank you very much for watching. Till next time, this has been Red Ang Revival. Ciao bella!